Hi, this is Darcy with preservingmysanity.com. I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes today about something kind of fun I'm doing in February. I am part of the 2019 Food in Jars Mastery Challenge, and each month there's a category of some sort of preserving skill, and we get to choose what we want to make out of that skill, and then we have a group that we share about it in. And I'm also sharing about it some on my blog, and I'll be doing a monthly blog post about each monthly thing too. In January it was citrus preserving, so I made two kinds of marmalade and some dehydrated orange and lemon slices and some lemon curd. And the category for February is actually fermentation. Fermentation is something I'm not as comfortable with, I'm not as experienced with. Prior to now, all I'd really ever fermented was sauerkraut with mixed results. The first time we tried to make it, we didn't have the right airlock system. The second time we tried to make it, we used too much salt, and it actually salt preserved the cabbage. It was really weird. Since then, I've made it a couple of times successfully, and I have a batch right now that's almost ready too. I'm going to show you here in a minute. But I hadn't actually fermented anything else. So I was excited about February's challenge, and I've got a few things going on. I'm not brave enough yet to try kombucha, although that is on my list of things to try in 2019. I'm not doing it in February. But I'm going to show you today what I am doing. So basically, my house isn't ideal for fermenting any time of the year. In the wintertime, it's pretty cold. I live in an old, big Victorian house. We keep our thermostat pretty low at 65, which makes the kitchen a little colder than that. So my house isn't really quite warm enough for fermenting this time of year. And then in the summer, I have the opposite problem because we don't have central air conditioning. So in the summertime, my house actually gets a little too hot for fermenting. I tried to do some dill pickles last summer, and they molded on me, and I'm pretty sure it was because it was just too warm in the house. Anyway, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here for February. The first thing I have is my sauerkraut. This is a half-gallon jar with a pickle pipe on the top. I actually started this in, I think it was January 13th, and I let it go on the counter for about a month. So it's probably pretty much done. It smells really good. Once you make sauerkraut once, you won't buy it again. It's delicious. I actually made a half-gallon in the fall, and we ate it within about a month. My husband makes a lot of pastrami. He makes deer pastrami, and he's also made goose pastrami. So we have that with sauerkraut on rye bread. It's really good. The second thing I made for the fermenting challenge this month is kimchi. Kimchi is actually one of the things I wanted to learn how to do in 2019. It's basically a Chinese sauerkraut, I guess. It's spicy. It has garlic and ginger in it, pepper flakes, Napa cabbage, daikon radish. I made a trip to the local Asian grocery store and bought the Napa cabbage and the daikon radish. Both of those things were not really available at our regular grocery store. So that's actually been going for 14 days. I think it's ready. I need to taste it here and probably just put it in the fridge. I think it's done. It smells really good. I think I already said that. I'm excited to try it. The third thing I've got going on is another stab at the fermented dill pickles. You'll notice all three of these things do have the pickle pipes on top. You can get them on Amazon. They have them in regular mouth or wide mouth jars. If you'd like a link, let me know. I can give you one. This is what they look like. They've been in here for 8 days. They're not the right kind of cucumbers, excuse me. We can't get pickling cucumbers here this time of year, so they're actually just regular cucumbers from the store. It was more of an experiment for me to see if I could do it without them getting rotten. So I wasn't too worried about them being the right kind of cucumber. It's kind of just to try it out. It cost me $1.50. So just giving that a try. Tasted one the other day, and it's not ready yet. It still just kind of tastes like a cucumber with a little bit of dill and salt on it. It doesn't taste like a pickle yet. So I'm thinking maybe I'll try it again in 3 or 4 days. I don't know, they've been in there for, like I said, 8 days. I'm thinking after 14 days they should probably be ready. So I'm gonna give those a try in another couple days. My dogs wanna come inside, sorry. They're scratching on the door. It's actually a pretty nice day today. It's like 35, 30 degrees out. The snow is actually kind of melting a little bit. We're gonna get more tomorrow, so I'm not too excited. Anyway, the last thing I'm working on so far that I have to show you today is a sourdough starter. I've never done sourdough starter before. Not really a bread maker. My husband makes bread sometimes, but the sourdough starter is brand new for me. I have it set up in this jar like this with a towel rubber banded to the top. Today is day 2. Tonight will be 48 hours since I started it. After the first 24 hours, it was doing absolutely nothing. It was like, it's hard to show you here. It was like only this high. And in the last 24 hours, actually like the last 18 hours, it's grown like this. This is a quart-sized jar, and it's almost to the top actually. So I'm pretty excited about this progress because last night it was just a little ball of dough that looked the same as it did when I put it in there. So this is exciting. I guess I'm gonna be figuring out what to do with it once it's ready. The other thing I'm gonna try for the February fermenting challenge is some yogurt. I did buy a half gallon of whole milk yesterday. I'm planning to do it in my Instant Pot. I read that you can actually just put the milk in the Instant Pot, and then at a certain point you add a little bit of yogurt from the store, and then there's a yogurt setting on the Instant Pot. I really can't speak for how it works yet because like I said, I'm just about to try it. Probably gonna start it tonight. Everybody talks about how good homemade yogurt is. Another thing on my list of things to learn in 2019, and I am just piling them all in here in February. So that is what I have going on in my kitchen, fermenting wise, in February. One of these months here I'll get brave enough to try kombucha too, but we're not there yet. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about the little dog interruption, but they don't know I'm in here doing a video. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. You can check out my blog post about all the stuff I just talked about here probably in the next week or so at preservingmysanity.com, and come check me out, follow me, join my email list, any of those things. I'd be happy to have you. Have a great day.